بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel. Today, I have another reaction video. This video is different than any other videos because it's more of the, it's linked to the Muslim, but it's kind of a little bit different. So the video titled, Russia Adopts Islamic Banking for Muslim Regions, which is I think 3 or 4 states are Muslims in Russia, and they want to do it in a Muslim way. So that's why the Russia is now allowing Muslim regions to do the banking system according to the Muslim countries. So let's get to the video.
Islam as a religion has been really important in shaping Russia's history and how people live together. It's interesting because even though Muslims are a minority, they have grown a lot in Russia, making it the biggest Muslim community in Europe. We already made a video where we talked about 7 important states in Russia where Islam is strong and spreading quickly. In Russia, the law officially recognizes Islam as one of the old religions of the country. This means that Muslims can freely practice their beliefs without any problems. The government in Russia is also financially supporting Islamic places like mosques and schools. This helps keep these places running well and makes sure that Islamic traditions continue to be part of Russia's culture. But Russia's support towards Muslims doesn't end here, as the government is making a big change in their financial system by starting Islamic banking. Yes, you heard it right. In July, Russia's lower house of parliament approved an important bill. This bill will let them try out Islamic banking in areas where lots of people are Muslim. Starting from September 1st, a new test project will begin and will continue for 2 years. This project could have a big impact and will decide Russia's future policies related to Islamic principles. As most of Russian Muslims live in the southern parts of Russia, like Chechnya, Dagestan, Tatarstan, and Bashkortostan. In these places, people will soon get a chance to use banking that follows Islamic rules. This change might change the way the country will deal with money in the future. One big reason for this exciting change is that the population mix in the country has been changing. Many people from Russia have moved to countries in the Gulf region. Being there, they've learned about how Islamic banks work and why they're growing globally at a rate of 14% each year. Islamic banks are estimated to be worth $1.99 trillion, contributing about 6% to the overall banking industry. This experience has helped Russian investors and business people see the good things about Islamic banking, even if they're not part of the same religion. Moreover, Russia has been trying its best to generate positive relationships with Muslim-majority nations and Gulf countries. This strategic move reflects Russia's intention to diversify its international relationship and strengthen its geopolitical position.
The experiment has taken place in Dagestan, Chechnya, Bashkiria, and Tatarstan. A senior expert at the Russian Association of Experts in Islamic Finance, Alexander Kazakov, said it is time to forget about the Western financial market and focus on cooperation with the Arab and Asian countries.
By getting along well with Muslim countries, Russia hopes to reduce the effects of Western sanctions and make new opportunities for working together on economic cooperation, diplomatic collaboration, and regional stability. Alhamdulillah, Islam is a complete code of life that provides guidance and instruction on various aspects of human existence. Its teachings surround not only spiritual matters, but also social, ethical, and personal dimensions. From personal hygiene and dietary practices to social interactions and economic dealings, Islam offers a comprehensive framework that believers can follow to lead a balanced and harmonious life. Russia's step towards Islamic banking shows that not only Muslims, but non-Muslims also believe that Islamic principles are the only way to prevent exploitation and promote fair economic practices. So according to the popular Russian newspaper, Kommersant, the Russian banks that have to follow the Islamic banking system will offer financial products that adhere to Sharia principles, which are based on Islamic religious and ethical guidelines. Under this new arrangement, these banks will be regulated by Russia's central bank, which will keep a register of these organizations and monitor their activities. Moreover, these banks will carry out various operations, such as giving loans to individuals and businesses without charging fees, financing trade activities through installment sales or leasing contracts, supporting production and trade by becoming partners in legal entities, and providing guarantees. However, Islamic banking also comes with certain restrictions. For example, it prohibits interest payments, transactions with uncertain outcomes, and the financing of specific sectors like gambling, pork, and alcohol, among others. Many people don't know that this isn't the first time Russia has tried to introduce Islamic principles in its country. Around 2010, Russia started its first Islamic finance company. As time passed, Islamic finance in Russia slowly grew. But there was a problem. There were no official rules or laws for it. This made it hard for Islamic finance to fully develop in the country. But now, new changes are showing that Russia wants to fix this problem. They want to create the right conditions for Islamic finance to grow. Russia's decision to use Islamic banking has caused discussions, especially in Western countries. Russia and some Western nations have had difficulties because of issues like the Ukrainian crisis and the Syrian civil war. This can make Western countries suspicious of Russia's move to Islamic banking, thinking it's a way for Russia to be different from Western ways and be more independent. Another thing to think about is that Islamic banking is different from Western banking because it follows Sharia law. This can clash with the usual Western banking that includes interest and focuses on making money. This difference in how they do banking could make people worried that Russia's change might affect how Western and Russian economies work together. Russia's move to Islamic banking could make it closer to countries in the Middle East and Asia that also use this system. This might change how countries relate to each other, and Western nations might see Russia moving away from Western influence. Before ending this video, we would like to say that Russia's decision to adopt the Islamic banking system is a big step for its financial growth. This shows that Russia is actively embracing a type of banking that is growing around the world and also meeting the financial needs of its Muslim population. This change has been in the works for many years, influenced by changes in the population and world events. By introducing this type of banking in certain areas, Russia is being careful, but also positioning itself as a potential center for Islamic banking in the region. This change will make Russia's financial system different and help its economy grow in the future.
Yeah, this video is very informational. The move and change that Russia was made, even though, excuse me, even though he said Russia accepted this Islamic bank financial system in 2010, and now they're adapting more because they're dealing with the Muslim countries mostly. Yeah. So I just wanted to react to know what's inside what this video about. It's a financial Islamic financial system that was allowed to do in Russia. I am originally from Ethiopia. I never heard something that says Islamic financial system. Even though in Ethiopia, I never heard anything that goes against Islamic beliefs in the banking system. I mean, like interest, just hidden charges, whatever, you know, all kind of charges that financial institutions do. And also monthly charges, like when you open an account, you have a monthly charges that continues till that bank is open. They still charge you, even like if you are not using the account, you still pay the monthly charges. So paying monthly charges doesn't go against Islamic beliefs, but interest is one huge problem. And Muslims, they try to avoid interest as much as they can, even though it's too hard to avoid all of it, but they try at best to avoid interest. Muslims who are living in a mostly non-Muslim countries. So yeah, I have to end this video right here, and thank you for watching. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell icon, and I will see you on the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi